Alright, hello everybody, Skyrain here, back again with another Diablo Immortal video. Alright, so let's get this out of the way really quick. The events that are going on still. The previous video I did, of course, I have to laugh only because of how they changed this. Before it still said Trials of Hordes, and then a day later they went and fixed it so it correctly reads as Trial of Plunder for the previously discussed part here for this event where it says Trial of Plunder. There was confusion at the beginning anyway, saying, oh, wasn't sure if you had to use the buff or not. That was cleared up in the comments. Thank you guys for that as well along the way. But also, it wasn't translated very well from the two sides, of course, with the from Blizzies or NetEase to Blizzard. Some translations got lost along the way, and they finally got around to fixing it the day after. So I find that kind of funny and sad at the same time. But nonetheless, it says what it says now and says what it's supposed to say. You can do this. You don't have to have the buff active. I still haven't used mine, but I will probably use it here in the next couple of days. But yeah, do that if you want to. Again, it's not really my cup of tea, so to speak, and I'm just going to keep passing on it. I just keep doing the one task here, keeps replacing. I'll be able to knock this out easily enough. And they also brought back, as of reset this week, the Avarice extra event, or extra things down here are back again. I cleared them last week by just joining in with clan members and random people that would post up saying, hey, who wants to do a greed portal? And it's like, oh yeah, sure. So you can get in on those and it still counts nonetheless, so you don't have to have a portal yourself. It says here in a party. It doesn't say full party, so you can do it with just 2 people. Well, that's been tested as well. So anyway, all right, that's out of the way. Now let's get into what everything's running rampant right now, and of course on everybody's minds, chomping at the bit. Leaks, 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 and more leaks. The most recent assortment. Now, these are mostly confirmed. If you haven't seen it already, I'm going to post it up here, and I'm also not just going to post it here just because, but I'm going to give my thoughts and opinions on this one and kind of unpack this a little bit. Okay, so let's go with runes. Runes is, well, I say runes is the key word of the day here, and there's kind of a joke behind that for old Diablo 2 rune words, but I'm not entirely sure if they're going that route. That remains to be seen. We're still waiting for the patch notes, which should be rolling out here anytime soon, so we can finally get some kind of confirmation. And of course, again, there's going to be lost in translation between the two sides. Stuff will get left out. It's going to be terrible, but nonetheless. Alright, so... Alright, as I was saying about runes. Big deal right now. As you can see in the upper left corner is 11,000 residents, so... I don't know where they're going to slot in the extra residents at, but it looks like it's going up again, and I heard it's up to 13,000 now. That will be the new maximum. I don't know. I don't even know how whales are going to feel about that, to be honest, at this point. It feels a little redundant and overdone, and it's not putting a good light as far as like a second anniversary kind of ordeal on this. It's just pretty much rehashing all the old money grabbing schemes that they had as far as the game goes, for those that want to fall into that trap. So again, be wary, be smart, the usual bit for that when it comes to that kind of stuff. But hey, it is what it is. Those that want to do it, let's say it's their prerogative. So anyway, but getting back around to the talk of the runes here. This is Google Translate. It's probably hard to make out on if you're trying to watch this on your phone or even on PC. It's very faded. I did Google Translate on the text because this is all, of course, in Chinese from these images. These are also on Reddit. They're also on the Diablo Immortal Discord. So the untranslated ones, that is. And of course, with Google Translate on the images, it's always going to be hit or miss what it says. But long story short here, let's get all the way to the bottom of that little text if you can make it out. It says upper limit of 4. I do have other images here that are a little bit more closer. Actually, no, this is pretty close to it. It says upper limit of 0.4. That means these are going to function in the same way as the Eternal Gear, which you can get 4 of, I suppose, the same kind of rune, and they stack to a maximum of 4. But how is this going to work? Okay, let's go ahead and do the next one here. All right, this little image here, as you can see, the gear in their inventory bag to the right side has 2 slots now instead of just 1, which we currently have. So we're getting another slot, and that's for the runes to go into. Now, the part that kind of concerns me is this feels like the runes are going to function the same way as the legendary gem system. They have, I think they can be ranked up. And yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. And what do I have to go by? This right here. This image. As you can see, there's multiple, what looks like multiple rarities of runes. So I'm kind of hoping that means they're going to drop frequently in all activities that we do in the game. But at the same time, I don't know. There is a lot there in that stack list. But it's very interesting that it looks like there's common, magic, rare, and what looks to be, I assume, legendary runes qualities. It looks like they can be sellable, I think, if it's very blurry images. These were, you know, obviously a quick snap of the flash on somebody's phone to capture these. And here we are, you know, it's out there on the internet everywhere. So this is fair use, free reign. The floodgates have been opened, that kind of thing. I was hesitant to do this kind of thing myself, but then I seen it was already plastered everywhere else. And I was like, well, never mind. All bets are off. So here we are. But yeah, it's why it's pretty blurry, but you can see there's 10, unless that's the quantity. I'm hoping that's the quantity that they have of whatever rune, not ranking. So hopefully it's not like the gem system, which I was dreading. It looks like they just have a bunch of them now that I think about it. So, but it's a lot of 10s, and that's kind of odd that they all are capped at 10. So I also have my concerns again, coming back around to that, and that maybe they had to rank them up like the gem system to rank those runes up to, you know, rank 10, like a rank 10 gem. I don't know. That remains to be seen. That is something that will unfold here, hopefully in the patch notes very, very soon, like I said. But again, they also have, it says in the text, upper limit. They do, again, they probably are like I said, the Eternal Gear, where you get 4 pieces, you slot 4 of these in, and you'll get the maximum benefit in stacking out of them. So, yeah, there's all that mess. Take it for what you will. I don't know exactly how else I feel about it currently. I feel like they could do things a lot better as far as an anniversary update goes. I'm not going to fault them for... Well, I kind of am. I was going to say I'm not going to fault them for, you know, doing their usual money-grubbing mobile business practices and whatnot and so on and so forth, but if this is the direction they're going for, like, an anniversary update, that's their... It's basically their anniversary update and not the players, not the community's anniversary update, as it should be. It should be about the players every time. That's the whole point in us playing the games. You know, you're supposed to make the games for, you know, the consumers, not for their fucking pockets. Okay, so anyway. Alright, before it gets a little too sour, and I've already rambled enough on this subject, let me know what you think in the comments down below. This is obviously open-ended discussion right now, and still on the borderline of speculation. However, with those images there, it's pretty much a guarantee that we're definitely getting that kind of system implemented into the game. Just it's not entirely 100% clear as to how it's going to be gone about. How are we going to acquire these runes? Whether it's going to be Terror Rifts only, which is going to suck, because if they still keep the weekly cap of 10, that's going to be even more terrible, because we barely get drops in there as it is. Hopefully, like I said, it'll be drops in every aspect of the game, dungeons, open world, what have you. But who knows? I have a sneaking suspicion that it might be just in Terror Rifts, which is that stupid, because the drop pool in there is already atrocious. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Take care of yourselves out there in the real world on fire, as always, everybody. Take things one day at a time. It's the best we can do. Until next time, see ya.